Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to take a look at how you can take your own PowerPoint slides, not those provided by the publisher, but your own PowerPoint slides and improve the pedagogy in them by using AI to find weak areas, to suggest case studies, to suggest activities that you can do with that material. And so what I want to do is go ahead and take this prompt that I've already built, and I'm going to paste the prompt here. And we are also going to take a pretty old set of slides that I have. These came about 5 years ago, and I'm just going to put those in here. And I'm going to have the AI go through this and clean up the pedagogy. Tell me, what's going right, what's going wrong, improvements that can be made. So let's go ahead and see what it gets us. And I've got this on the fast mode, by the way, so everyone would have access to this kind of mode. And it's going to list out all the things that we can do. Now, here's the important part. In those old slides that I had, there were no learning objectives. So you go into that PowerPoint, the students wouldn't know what they're supposed to be learning based off that material. So you can go in here, you can measure these learning objectives, what to expect. And so this is one of those that I threw in there because I want students to have an idea of what to look forward to as they're going through those slides. Yeah, and it's calling out some weak slides. It's an endless graph slides. I've got the same graph repeated 10 times. I did that for a specific reason, but here it's telling me, this is what we would do to fix that issue. Definitions with no teeth. So demand is a relationship. So it would tell me what to do with those definitions. And here you're going to see all the other problems that were there. It listed out 4, and it tells me how I can fix those issues. And then it gives me some active learning slides. Add these. And this is what I want. This is that time that you could spend with your students, getting them to better understand the material through the engagement with the material. And what I might do even with this is go back into this session and say, hey, let's buff up these active learning slides. So I would say, that scenario is just too brief for me. Give me something that really has some teeth to it, and tell ChatGPT or whatever AI that you're using to really go in there and increase that scenario, so that way it makes the student really have to think and gets them engaged. And then we have discussion activities. And what I've done with this, by the way, is I just told it to paste it on the screen because I want to look at it. Because right now, in this current iteration of AI, it can do PowerPoint slides, but I don't think it does them very well. So what I've just told it to do is just put it onto the screen, and then I would manually put that into the PowerPoint after I saw what I liked and use that as opposed to what I didn't like. So like, look at these case studies. It's not a really well-defined case study. It only gives me a little bit. So I would go in and I would say, hey, let's take this case study and let's develop it a little bit more to give students a little bit more to read and understand. And then the key takeaway slide, I might actually tell them to do a little bit more here as well, just so we have all the core concepts that we were learning, and that is explained neatly. And then the end of chapter concept check. Questions. This is kind of like your end of chapter problems that you get in your textbooks. So I would have a slide that has the question, and I'd have a slide that has the answers. So that way students could first check the question, see if they understand it, then they could do the answers. And it gives me some other pedagogical fixes. This is where it says I level up. And I could look at these and think about to incorporate them or not to incorporate them. I do like the 2-minute retrieval checks every 5 to 7 slides. I might not do it every 5 to 7 because this is a 60 slide deck. So I might do it every 10, just to keep the students thinking into and engaging with the material. So yeah, that is how we can use our AI to help buff up our slides that are kind of old and stagnant and they need it, and that will help the students engage with the material. And that's all that I have for this one. Hope you've enjoyed it.